Hi, I'm Angeline, and you are watching Urban Lyfe TV.
Hello, welcome to Urban Lyfe TV, and you're here with Kim, myself, the host, and we're here today interviewing Angeline. How are you today, Angeline?
I'm great, Kim. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. Isn't she polite, everybody? So, Angeline, why don't you tell us? Well, we're going to just get into her history. First off, you started singing when you were 6, correct?
Yeah, I jokingly say like everybody has a voice when they're born, but a lot of people try to say 2 is when they started. So I legitimately say I started singing at 6 when I actually realized I had a voice.
Did you enter any talent shows, or how did you find out? How did you find your voice?
I started off singing in church, actually. I grew up in the church Baptist, and I sang in the choir, and I actually had my first solo. And then I also just sang in school. My sister and I, actually, we were made to sing together with a piano teacher in the music. And so next thing I know, people were like, oh my God, you actually can sing. Like, I sing around the house, but they're like, no, you can sing. So it was kind of humbling experience, but ever since then, I've just been singing.
So after you started singing, what was your first major break? What was your first major move into the music industry?
I want to say probably about 12. At 12, I went into my first studio, and I was amazed at what I heard. I had never heard my voice recorded before. I had never heard like what you could actually do with it, and it was like it was actually a guy from church. Shout out to Alan, and he actually recorded me at 12, just like with different harmonies and everything. And he started sending me off to different places. From there, I just started working with local producers and things like that, and I was just like, I need to do this. I feel that I need to be in the music industry. Unfortunately, it hasn't quite gone as fast as I thought, so so many years later, I'm still trying to get out there, but, that was my first experience.
Well, you used to sing with Ramada and friends at Club Mangoes located in Virginia Beach, Virginia, correct? Were you like a background singer, or can you tell us a little more history about that?
I took a 6-year hiatus, stopped singing, and a lot of people was like, God, I'm definitely a spiritual woman. God gave you a voice for a reason. And I had a lot of things going on, so I started going back into singing. And somebody told me that there was an open mic showcase in Virginia Beach, and I just wanted to go out there. So it's Ramonta and Friends is what the showcase is. And he hosts it every Friday night. It's a great venue for a lot of people if they just want to see what they can do, because they're very realistic. They'll let you know if you got something. And so I actually sang one of my original songs, and next thing I know, about a week later, Ramonta was like, can you sing backgrounds with me? He started a new set, and I sang with him for about a year. We had 3 vocalists. Shout out to Michael and Nicole Ben. So they're the other family members that we backed up the new people, and we tried to take a New York feel and bring it to Virginia for the artists that are here. And he still has it going on. I've kind of moved on to other things, but you have to grow as an artist. But it was a great experience.
Well, you mentioned something about writing. So you write your own songs, or who writes for you?
I do write my own songs. I cannot compose. I hear a lot of songs in my head. Ironically, people who know me, I have no rhythm. So most of my stuff is like ballads. I love ballads. But I write all my own lyrics. A lot of it is life experience, and some of it is just things that I hear or sometimes that I feel. Like I have a song called Do Right, and it's kind of talking about somebody cheating on you and you getting caught and everything like that. And ironically, it's a third-party experience. I was actually the one who cheated, and so I learned to take an experience and kind of flip it a little bit so that maybe someone else could, learn from it.
All right. Well, while we're talking about your song Do Right, is that on your new CD?
Yeah, it is. This is actually, I've worked a little bit trying to do mixtapes, and the newest thing is I guess it's called an EP. So it's actually a 7-song. It's live on CD Baby. It's also live on my website. It's www.Angeline, Angeline music, musiiq, and you can actually get that there and on iTunes. So I have a couple of original pieces, and all the composers are actually VA producers. So it kind of showcases them. I've got D. Harlequin on it. Chris Booker is one of the producers that's on my songs. He's got actually 2 songs, so, and then a couple other ones. So.
I know Chris Booker. Shout out. He used to work with Yes, Youth Entertainment Studios, and he's a great producer.
He is an amazing. I actually have 2 songs of his that's on here, so I've been working to try to get his name out there. Got Kevin Rockhill on here, so like I love working with VA artists when I can. So.
All right, well, you need to check that CD out. And who are some of the people who inspired you in the music industry? And another question, like, who would you compare yourself to?
Everybody always tries to ask that question. I would say I'm honored when people actually compare my vocal ability to Tina Marie, and then I've heard Stephanie Mills. And that one actually is very humbling when I hear both of those. They always compare me because I'm a very petite person, so petite person with a strong voice. And I guess influences that I've had, of course, Whitney Houston, prior to being, how she is. But then also, exactly, before the crack. And I love Mariah. I can say, everybody jokes that they have their little girl crush or guys have their guy crush. That's my girl crush. I love Mariah. If I could sing with anybody. And I guess probably just lastly, like old school, I think of like Patti LaBelle, gotta think of the classics. And then coming back to my church, Yolanda Adams. That was my first solo. And everybody was like, wow, not everybody can do Yolanda. So I love when I sing her songs.